Everyone, good evening. Actually, what's wrong? What? What in the world? I see. Yes. Yes. Actually, hey. You're right. I shall ask you again another time.
Futaba will be in your care today. Make sure you don't let any dudes try to hit on her. Good. As long as you understand. I'll be counting on you.
Hey, can we go already?
Are you sure you'll be alright?
It's just a day trip. Don't underestimate me.
Right. Sorry. Guess I just have to let it go. Have fun, but be careful, you two.
Oh, it's so hot.
There's a lot of people here. Are you okay, Futaba? I'm fine. You guys are here. It's almost lunchtime. No! The squid's staring at me!
It's cooked, so don't worry. Would you even eat squid if I'm not around?
Why don't we eat lunch too?
I'll go get some stuff for us then.
You're eating that even here?
My staple food.
This should be a familiar flavor. Yet how does it taste so good?
What's up, Makoto? You ain't eating much. Not feeling well or something?
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit, she wants to look as slim as possible. Still, you're worrying too much. Did you make sure to eat breakfast? Mona lacks tact.
So, what do we do now? Should we play some beach volleyball?
Oh, sorry. Us girls already made plans to ride a banana boat. We could only rent a 3-person one. Sorry.
Wait, then what about us?
Keep an eye on our stuff.
Hell no!
Why do you gotta treat us like that? We're celebrities making headlines. You should treat us better.
I do think they're not bad in the metaverse, but in reality... Strange, isn't it? They can steal treasures, but they don't seem like they can steal a girl's heart at all. But, Lady On, can we get to the banana boat already? Oh, sorry. We'll go now. We'll switch when we're done. Keep an eye on our stuff for us. Banana! Banana! Ah, the sand's way nuts! It's dangerous if you run around like that. Here comes the good wave.
I don't get how amazing we are. We risk our lives being phantom thieves. There's no way we're the same as other guys around here. Shouldn't we be having more good times in reality too? Right? Don't you agree, Yusuke?
Well, if you put it that way, you may be right.
On and the others don't get it because they're always around us.
Hey, how do we get Lady On to notice how amazing we are as phantom thieves?
Well, you gotta steal you know what. You moron, that's a crime! What we're gonna steal in reality are... girls' hearts!
I see. I just need to prove my skills in reality as well.
Let's steal all the hearts with the skills we've honed as phantom thieves. I'm sure girls will be all over us considering the vibes we give off.
Very well, let's do this. Pulling off our work in reality doesn't sound bad.
It's settled then. So, Mona, you're in charge of watching over our stuff, okay?
Huh?
All right, let's hurry up and go.
Hey, what the hell? Get back here! Don't leave me behind!
Come on, man.
Oh.
Ah!
No.
Hey! Get him!
Wait.
Yes.
I'm very sorry. Thank you very much. Huh? What?
What?
We should probably start heading home.
Agreed. Let's pack up.
Futaba seemed fine in the crowd, too. So it looks like she's overcome her last exercise.
Hey, Futaba! We're going home! Stop standing around and help us!
You know, all this time, I thought that it was my fault that my mom died.
Uh-huh.
It's because everyone said that I killed her. Everyone looked at me thinking I was a murderer. I ended up hating this world. That's why I shut myself in and covered my ears. I wished my mom would come back to life. Sometimes I'd wake up and think it was all a dream. But nothing had changed in the world. That's why I'd sleep again. It'd be a repeat of that. I loved my mom. I wanted to become like her. How she'd work late into the night. How she'd wake up early and make me a boxed lunch every day. How she'd do her best to further her research. How she'd scold me for peeking at her notes.
It was cognitive science, wasn't it?
The cognitive world can become distorted through desires. If it becomes distorted, a person begins exhibiting problematic behavior in reality. That cognitive world disappears when you remove its core, and further problematic actions stop.
Isn't that about palaces?
That's the metaverse! She knew about that?
It made no sense back then. But now I understand, after it actually happened to me. All I thought about was my mom. I was trapped in a cognitive labyrinth. I couldn't get out of it. There was nothing I could do by myself.
That's why you asked us to steal your heart? That's a huge jump in logic in so many ways.
At first, I didn't believe the rumors about the Phantom Thieves, that they steal hearts. But I overheard you accidentally. I learned that you were near me.
Overheard? Ah, the bug. So why were you listening in on LeBlanc in the first place?
I had to keep an eye on Sojiro, make sure he was actually working.
Talk about an awful hobby.
You talked about stealing hearts. When I heard that, I was so happy I jumped up and down. I thought, maybe the Phantom Thieves could cure my heart.
You could have just told us from the start.
You might have been wary of me if I asked out of nowhere. And besides, you could have been bad guys. That's why I cautiously got in contact with you. I checked many times to see how you'd react.
Yes. You had us twisted around your little finger.
But Futaba, you didn't talk to anyone besides Boss for a long time, right? You must have needed a lot of courage to contact the Phantom Thieves.
There were two reasons for it. One was Medjed's taunt. The Phantom Thieves were so pitiful it frustrated me. I would have been in trouble if they got disbanded too.
Indeed. You were our only hope.
The other was what I heard through wiretapping LeBlanc. Sojiro was being blamed with lies, like abusing me. He was being threatened to spill everything about my mom.
Talk about making shit up.
It made me sad, and it hurt. I thought, I have to save Sojiro. I gotta do something.
So that's why.
But the Phantom Thieves, I didn't think you guys would be taking such risks for me. I didn't think you'd worry about me so much. I'm sorry that I acted like I doubted you guys.
Do you believe in us now?
Yeah, I can tell. You aren't bad guys. That's why I have a request. Let me join your team.
There's nothing to join. You're already one of us.
I'll be honest, changing people's hearts isn't my goal. I want to learn what happened to my mom, the reason why she was killed.
Killed?
It was written in her notes. Should the self in the cognitive world die, the self in the real world would lose consciousness.
Is this about mental shutdowns?
Then the criminal that Kaneshiro mentioned.
Yes. That could be the case. I don't like pursuing this line of thought. But perhaps your mother's shadow was...
I don't know for sure, but right before my mom died, she didn't seem right.
In what way?
No matter how much I talked to her, she wouldn't answer back. And she didn't jump into the road, it was more like she collapsed and fell in. That's why I thought what was written in the notes was real, and looked into it. I read books, checked theses that were released online. I even snuck into the networks of various research labs to look at their classified data.
That's why you're good at hacking. What kind of brain do you have?
But I didn't figure anything out. My mom's research was nowhere to be found. She was killed by someone, and her research was treated like it never existed. I bet it's them. Those adults in the black suits who read the fake suicide note. I'll never forgive them.
Futaba.
If I stay with you guys, I think I can find out more about that world. And eventually, it might even lead to those men in black. It's a super personal reason why I want to join you. Is that okay? Or would I just be dead weight?
If anything, you're dependable. Ain't that right, Mona?
Why are you looking at me? Are you trying to say I'm inadequate?
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable! This is what our Phantom Thieves are like. But I hope we get along, Futaba.
Thanks.
Let's leave those two be. Why don't we lose no time and decide on Futaba's codename?
What's that?
It's not cool if we called each other by our real names.
Joker, Skull, Mona, Panther, Queen, and I'm Fox.
In Futaba's case, Hacker wouldn't be right, would it?
Mech?
PC?
No.
Why don't we go literal and call her Goggles?
Super lame. You've got no taste, kitty.
In your face.
Do you have any good ideas for Futaba's codename?
I'll curse you. What would you want it to be, Futaba?
Oracle. With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory.
Sounds great!
Futaba will be Oracle.
But man, I never even dreamed that the rumored Phantom Thieves would be so close.
Same goes to you. To think you'd be the daughter of a metaverse researcher. Talk about a mysterious fate.
Should we get going then?
Yep, let's go home.
Yes. The incident with Medjed seems to have been more effective than predicted. This should spur the Phantom Thieves' support even more now. I agree. There are effective ways to use the Phantom Thieves. Now would be the best time to dispose of unnecessary trash, whether they're connected to us or not.
Hey,
What? Hey, inmates!
how goes the...
You'd like to read the you want to read? Are you sure? Read here. This persona? A fee is this is your power. Done already? No slacking off.
Guess I can be serious for a bit.
Hey! Oh yeah? What shall we do? Here we go.
What do you think? Hey!
Well then. Huh? Stop messing around. Shit. So,
Give me some news.
That can't be true. I'm supposed to be human. I should be. If we get rid of the distortion in the depths of mementos, I'm sure it'll all be fine. Sorry, did I wake you up? Oh, my sunburns were hurting, and that woke me up. I was absorbing all the sunlight because I'm black. Don't you get it? Oh, I'm not sure what to do when you give me an honestly concerned response like that. By the way, it's not like I'm bothered by this or anything, but hypothetically speaking, okay? What would you do if I turned out to be some weird thing? I'd be bothered by it! If what I saw from earlier is true, is it okay for me to stay with the Phantom Thieves? And even if I'm with the team, I'm useless at the moment. It's nothing. Well, I've gotten pretty used to my life as a cat, too. And to be frank, this storage room isn't bad either. Then again, I can't wait to turn back to being a human so I can move out. Maybe I'll live a life of luxury in a suite on the highest floor. But rather than becoming some weird thing, maybe staying as a cat isn't so bad either. You and me made a deal, yeah? That means I can stay here. Isn't that right? Thought so. Don't forget what you just said, okay? Come on. Let's hurry up and get to sleep. Night. It'll be fine, right?
You have business.
These are the paths you have walked. This persona? You'll withdraw this is your power. Are you finished?
No slacking off.
Man, it's hot.
Is this weather a result of climate change? Oh yeah?
It's way too hot.
What shall we do? Here we go.
Are you serious?
What do you think?
Guess I can be serious for a bit.